video is brought to you by G2A.com for cheap games, MSP and PSN codes. Hey guys, how's it going? MasterBucks here and welcome to another future 2022 World Cup teams video in FIFA 16, and today we are going to be taking a look at France. I want to thank you guys so much for the awesome reception you gave the England 2022 World Cup team video. That was absolutely sensational, and there are so many great countries to do this series with. I tried to get a look and see what you guys wanted to see the most, what country you wanted me to do it the most with, and there are definitely plenty of great countries to do it with, but I definitely saw France picking up an awful lot. I did a Twitter poll, that won the Twitter poll. We're going to do it with France this time around, but don't worry, the next country, well, the next video will certainly be very, very soon, so keep your eyes peeled and make sure you're subscribed. So here is the future 2022 World Cup French national team. We've got Lloris in goal, Kurzawa, Zuma, Varane, and a new bloke called Dubois at right back, of course. Moussa Sissoko right midfield. Pogba's a 90. Fofana there as well in Tep, 84. Griezmann and Lacazette, that partnership's absolutely deadly. But just rocking with the 4-4-2 formation. Ruffier's in goal, the bench now. Laporte's there. Musasuku, or whatever. We'll move on. we'll just get away from that. Tolisso, Benzema, Tovan, Schneiderlin there as well. Steve Mandanda, Samuel Umtiti, Cavare, if I think I'm right with that one. There's Kondogbia as well, and Matuidi. That is the French 2022 World Cup team. And again, taking another look at the team, taking a look at the national squad and the pool of players that we could have picked from again, you're going to find that there are a lot of players I'm super surprised didn't make it into the team. Some players that got very close, but just missed out. Unfortunately, this team, apart from, Kurzawa, their fullbacks were slacking a bit. We have a bloke called Leo Dubois, who was their best right back, and then a couple of other players that have retired, like Ribéry, Koscielny, Payet, couldn't get in the team. And then some ridiculous players with great potential and overalls that somehow didn't make it, like Martial, who somehow didn't make it, Kingsley Coman, who didn't make it, Nabil Fekir as well, and then a bunch of other players, Niang, Adrian Rabiot. There was a bunch of great players that I thought definitely would have gotten a lot better and almost certainly would have been a shout. But I think the biggest one, or the two biggest surprises, equal biggest surprises, are Martial and Kingsley Coman. I cannot believe that these guys didn't make it, but still, there are so many amazing players that it is definitely very, very hard to get into the side with all these amazing great players. But in the end, that is the team. And once again, for those of you that missed a previous episode, I always pick the highest overall, regardless of age, so that way there's no favoritism, and you just take the best players that you have at your disposal. So that is the French national team. So now, guys, we're just going to get into a couple of highlights with this French national team. We're going to see what they're made of. We're going to see, just exactly how good their team is and who really stands out and who the better players are. Of course, you know that the highest rated player there had to be Paul Pogba, 90 rated, the highest rated player in the side. And of course, I think if the prediction were to go the way that we all think it would, these two men right here, both Griezmann and Lacazette, if they were to get to their potential around that high, just under 90s, I think Lacazette was an 88 and Griezmann's an 89. I might be wrong, but either way, we only just had a look, but yet still, I'm pretty confident they're high 80s, high 80s. That would be one of the best striking partnerships in the freaking world. That would be absolutely insane. And again, just playing the simple 4-4-2 formation. I should probably also mention as well, we've got Ntep playing at the left midfield position, who is again another okay central midfielder, or another okay left midfielder that probably you wouldn't think would get to that sort of maybe from what we know of him anyway, you wouldn't expect him to get to any sort of crazy level. But I ended up going with him, playing him over and picking him over, I think, Kingsley Coman, obviously because he's higher rated. But there is one selection that I made that I'm sort of thinking, should I have done that? And that was, I picked Florian Thauvin over Kingsley Coman, only because of position. Since we were going with a 4-4-2 formation and we weren't using left wingers and right wingers, we were using left mid and we were using a left midfielder and a right midfielder. As you can see, Leo Dubois, the surprise addition into the team, getting the first goal against this Chinese side, this right back, coming out, making a really good run, to be fair. Look, he holds it up well, run back, he just runs straight into the gap. First time, bang. It was a great hit, actually. But anyway, getting back on track, yeah, I reckon Leo Dubois was probably a bit of a, Leo Dubois, obviously a big surprise, but the one, I kind of feel like the one mistake that I made when I put together this team, I could have had Kingsley Coman in it, but the only reason I didn't go with him is because I just didn't think I needed a left winger or a right winger. Because, again, like I've said before, we're playing a 4-4-2 formation. But I probably could have put him in over Thauvin. And to be fair, we've only got one other striker who's on the bench, one other attacker, and that's what's-his-face, Benzema, when we really could have had another. So maybe even Martial could have gotten a run in this team. But then again, I still expect as Fofana just lets one fly. And again, he got a very high rating as well, 87. That's definitely not his potential, but still. But again, I really was surprised that Kingsley Coman and Martial just didn't even get to an overall that, would have absolutely had them in the team regardless. Like, no way. And then again, a couple of other surprising players like Sissoko, who would be nearly in his 30s, maybe I would say early 30s. And again, finally we get a second goal now with Griezmann, who's able to just get the shot off in time, because I was pretty confident that I was going to get closed down there. It was just a bit slow and a bit sluggish, like, it just wasn't, I don't know, he just didn't really take as big a touch away from the guy that was coming to him. So I was worried that he was going to get tackled, but nope, got the shot off, 2-0. And I'll be totally honest, guys, this for this strike partnership of Griezmann and Lacazette wasn't really getting all too involved. I think he might have assisted in that one. I don't know if that was Lacazette, but he really wasn't popping up as much as Griezmann. That was the one thing that I was finding out. Lloris again made 2 big saves in this game. Again, as you've just seen there, he's been absolutely superb. He was sensational. Pogba again, only being a central midfielder, he wasn't going to pop up every now. He wasn't going to come up, score goals, bang in the goals or anything like that. But he was definitely doing some nice stuff as well. And this other man coming in, Varane, who just stole the header from, I believe that's, I'm not sure who he stole it off, but he just sort of came out of nowhere. It might have been Pogba who he took it off, but he just came out of absolutely nowhere. I wasn't controlling him and sticks in the header. Probably a good thing that he did too, because I'm looking at the Chinese goalkeeper, or the China goalkeeper, and I think he would have just punched it away if Varane hadn't come and stolen the header off Pogba, as you can probably see. So it was kind of funny, but either way, that's basically going to do it for the highlights, guys. I was really happy with how the team turned out. A couple of surprising players that made the starting 11, or the strongest starting 11. Maybe a couple of younger players that definitely have good potentials that just missed out, but still. That is the French national team in the 2022 World Cup, according to the FIFA 16 career mode. Let's see how realistic it turns out in, of course, 6 years, if we all remember this video. But either way, that's going to do it for this one, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to leave in the comments down below what player you want me to do next, or what team you want me to do next, and what country you want me to do next. And until next time, have a good one. Bye-bye.